Hi, my name's Maria, and here you'll find plenty of thoughtful and very helpful gifts that you can buy for your older loved one. These gifts are not expensive, but they will make life so much easier. So let's get started with doors and keys. Most older people just don't bend or straighten the way they used to, especially in and out of a small space. So this portable car door assistance handle is ideal for the elderly. And this seatbelt grabber is wonderful for those who can't twist, reach and pull like in former days. The same could be said about door handles. The extension handle makes opening the door a simple task, and glow-in-the-dark varieties are great for old eyes. Speaking of doors though, a small key too can be very difficult to use. These key insert handles make inserting and turning the key easy. But where are the keys? Unless your loved one is a wonderful creature of habit, this key finder is a must. There's a lovely saying though that goes something like, "Happiness often sneaks in through the door you didn't know you left open." But let's talk about clothes. The elderly may have trouble with clothing. This button hook is made for seniors who find doing up buttons a real problem. A zipper too can be managed with the hook on the end for easy closure and removal. But some genius has invented magnetic closure on clothing. Just think how your loved one can keep their independence and dignity with these sorts of clothes. Remember though that pull-on clothes and elastic waists work just as well for all those with problems. Socks that are gentle with no elastic yet do not slide down, and others with grip on the soles are great, as well as those slip-on shoes that make dressing so simple for the aged. Yet even slip-on shoes can be a nightmare for some. That's where a shoehorn comes in. And socks and stockings? Well, you can buy a sock or stocking aid that is such a blessing with what to many may be a difficult ordeal. But those TEDs or anti-blood clot stockings can be incredibly difficult to put on. Someone, though, has made an aid just for them. But TED stockings themselves are a wonderful gift, for not only do they prevent blood clots, but they help treat swelling and aching in the ankles and legs. Let's not forget a little style for your older loved one though. How about a lovely necklace or bracelet with a magnetic closure? So easy to put on and take off. Perfect. Just remember there's no need for an extravagant gift. Just a simple, helpful gift could mean the world. How about in the kitchen? These little tap turners and jar openers are a must for those suffering from hand weakness or limited movement. And just take a mental note that your loved one has an electric tin opener or ring cam pull for their soft drinks. But it just might be the handling of a knife, fork and spoon that causes worry for your close one. And don't forget their cuppa. Double handles make it so much easier. Even those that cope with Parkinson's tremor can enjoy their meal without assistance. But these are very expensive, though I did find some much cheaper second-hand on eBay. Thick phone tubing, though, can also be used for many items in the house where grip is a problem. And maybe one of these steppers
so they can safely reach that item in the cupboard. And scissors? Let's make the job quick and simple for them.
Just observe them for any needs they may have, and you could be a rainbow in their cloudy day. But let's look at some things that are going to bring them comfort.
Have they got a simple back scratcher? How about seating? These lovely foam cushions will relieve uncomfortable pressure points where that fat padding has disappeared. And getting in and out of a car or on and off a seat, a swivel cushion is the answer. Aching backs too can be a problem, but a back support can bring comfort and prevent pressure on that lower back. But just imagine how cosy your loved one would be with a lovely heated blanket over their knees. A wonderful way to cut down those expensive heating bills. You can also buy a cordless wearable blanket or even a USB travel blanket for any occasion. The same could be said for these magical hand warmers. Those old hands are quite often freezing. With one of these in their pocket or handbag, warmth can be enjoyed anytime, anywhere. But you can also buy heated gloves or a heated sleeve, or even the air-activated little hotties. Warmth is readily available and often so very welcome.
Some things have a value beyond any price. But let's talk about help and assistance.
Slipping in the bathroom could mean a very, very long recovery for an elderly person. So let's look at some affordable items that aid in stability, support and independence. Of course, a non-slip shower mat is the first safeguard. But what about a shower chair so they are able to sit down and do the job? A grab bar for balance and safety will give them extra support, but perhaps they need help using the toilet. Even a simple foot reacher can be a blessing. And can they see the shampoo label? Don't forget the humble soap bag though. Dropping the soap in the shower could prove to be a nightmare. And why not make brushing teeth a breeze? And the ladies and their makeup? How about the simple magnifying mirror? But, just like with the toilet, getting down and up from the lounge can be difficult for some, so why not buy some help? Perhaps, though, you are looking for something that gives assistance in bed. A simple rope ladder can be a blessing, or a bar that slips under the mattress for anchor. These are a wonderful aid that make getting in and out of bed a breeze.
I can hear their delight after trying some of those. But let's talk about safety.
Easier and safer travel through doorways can be achieved with a ramp. Raised door sills, sliding door tracks and uneven floors can be much easier to negotiate with these when everything becomes a bit of a tripping hazard. The same could be said about the dark. How about some light in the dead of night? Simple measures such as these can make your loved one's home so much safer. Even glow-in-the-dark tape around a light switch could mean the world. But imagine if they had a loud dog barking at the sound or movement of an intruder in the dark of night. Just the sound is enough to stop most who aim to enter secretly and with bad intent. It would certainly wake your loved one, who can then make a quick phone call. Yes, more expensive, but worth it.
Someone said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. But when you're getting on in life, I'm afraid medication is usually on the cards.
Most older people have a weekly pill organiser. But do they have one with an alarm at medication time? How about a pill cutter or a pill crusher? All of us sometimes find it difficult to swallow some of those prescription drugs.
How about some practical things that your elderly relative or friend may not have that are so handy?
Do they have a magnifying glass? How about the pocket-sized one you can slip into your bag or wallet to use at the supermarket? Can they reach those things up over their head? Or pick up that needle or screw with a magnet reacher? Is a pen or pencil difficult to grasp? Or can they reach that bug with ease? How about a remote control organiser? But I'd say they definitely don't have one of these neck lights or clip-on torches. And what about finding that little item at the bottom of their handbag? Perfect.
You can be the reason someone smiles. But just a couple of things in closing.
Is their clock easy to read? How about one they can see at night, or one that reminds them to take their medication or get ready for an appointment? But what about some exercise? Older people just can't do what they used to do, and you can help them by giving them a gift of a mini stepper or a mini exercise bike. And phones, they can be a nightmare for some older people, but you can buy a larger button, user-friendly phone made just for seniors. With these, the functions are easy to see with simplified menus and loud ringer and handset volume, which makes hearing no problem. And why not a charging station, so they don't have to worry about plugging in? And lastly, what about a foldable walking stick that they can have in their bag to pop out when necessary? But if they need more help to keep their balance, you can add a self-standing cane tip.
Now, even though I haven't tried most of these things myself yet, I'm sure each and every one of them would be a great help. They're available on Amazon and eBay, and I've put the links down below for the items I've shown. So, I'm sure you found something here that your loved one will need. But just remember that talking with you is more important than any object. Tell them you care, and sometimes brighten their world when they open the mailbox. It could mean the world.